My name is Janice Staggs. I'm Director of Curatorial and Manager of Publications at Neue Galerie, New York, a museum of German and Austrian art. The painting that we'll be looking at today is Gustav Klimt's portrait of Adele Bloch Bauer I, completed in 1907. It's painted in a lavishly ornamental fashion, blending reality and fantasy in a single work. At first glance, the compositional structure appears complex, but it's actually rather simple with careful study. You almost have to focus your eyes for a moment to actually find the woman. Everything else is covered in gold or silver leaf or vivid colors of oil paint and in a riot of pattern. Klimt incorporates pattern in a highly sophisticated manner to convey a sense of ornamental richness. Behind the sitter's head is almost a halo comprised of spirals and circles. And on the left side, there are rows of squares, and they provide geometric contrast to the sinuous curves of the motifs directly surrounding her. Although the painting may appear thick and dense on the surface, it's actually painted quite thinly. Some surfaces are rather flat, whereas others are built up with dense applications of paint to create a heavy impasto. Impasto is where painters will apply multiple layers of paint one on top of the other, creating a three-dimensional impression. Klimt's color palette for this work is quite limited, and metallic gold and silver predominate. At the time it was made, electricity would not have been widespread, and so most people would have seen it under a different kind of lighting than we're accustomed to today. It would have been more like a gas lighting or candle lighting. I think it would have created this almost hushed ambiance, this feeling of awe that you're confronted with something divine and otherworldly. For the portrait of Adele Bloch Bauer, at least 100 preparatory sketches have been documented. And in these surviving drawings, Klimt explored not only different options for the composition, but also for the pose of the sitter, her dress, and other details about the painting itself. The woman portrayed is Adele Bloch Bauer. She was born Adele Bauer in 1881. Adele Bauer grew up in quite privileged circumstances. At this time, society women were expected to study at home, learn music. Study at university was not really an option, and this was deeply frustrating to someone as intellectually curious and driven as Adele Bauer. In December 1899, she married Ferdinand Bloch, a banker and successful sugar manufacturer, and certainly the couple shared a strong interest in art. They knew Klimt through their social connections. He was the most famous artist of his day, so it was quite prestigious if Klimt actually agreed to paint her portrait. Klimt was an Austrian artist. He was born in 1862 on the outskirts of Vienna. The painting is honestly a high point in early 20th century Austrian modern art. Even critics during Klimt's lifetime recognized that this was an extraordinary picture. When it was first shown in Germany in 1907 and in Vienna the following year, one critic said it was like an idol in a golden shrine. Adele Bloch Bauer in this picture exists almost in a dream world, in a place somewhere between fantasy and reality. Klimt was very reluctant to discuss the meaning of his works, but said, "Whoever wishes to know something about me should look at my pictures attentively and try from them to recognize who I am and what I intend."